Do you know what the best cancer diet for women is? Well, let me show you. While there's no specific diet that can treat cancer, there are specific nutrients found in specific foods with an anti-cancer connection. We're going to explore a list of nutrients and the foods that are rich in those cancer-fighting nutrients. Then we're going to nail down the best cancer diet for women. Now, the best cancer diet prevention strategy is to utilize nutritional strategies that have been shown to favorably affect gene expression because it's your DNA that gets mutated and becomes cancer. So whatever nutrients actually protect your DNA and help your DNA express health rather than mutation, that's what we're going for. One of the simplest ways to protect your DNA against cancer is to optimize your intake of vitamin D. Now, you get vitamin D from the sun. You make 4,000 international units for every 15 minutes spent in the sun. That's about 80% of your body exposed to the sun without sunscreen, basically sunbathing in a bathing suit. If you cannot get that much sun exposure for whatever reason, then you can take vitamin D as a supplement. But the food that has the most vitamin D in it, it's not milk. That vitamin D is D2, which is not the type of vitamin D that human bodies need. We need D3. The best source of vitamin D is fatty fish. Actually, the skin of fatty fish, like salmon skin. Now, I know a lot of people don't eat the skin of fish, but it's really good for you. That's where you get the most vitamin D. That's where we get it to make supplements, fatty fish or from lamb. Consuming the right foods can really make a difference in preventing at least 90% of cancers. So let's explore the other nutrients. The second nutrient is beta-carotene. Beta-carotene is the active plant form of vitamin A, and it plays a vital role in supporting your immune system and may prevent certain types of cancer. Where you get the most beta-carotene are bright orange vegetables like carrots and bright orange squash. The third nutrient is called D-glucarate. D-glucarate helps promote the healthy detoxification of estrogen and carcinogens, reducing the risk of cancer. The foods that are rich in D-glucarate are berries, citrus, and stone fruits like apricots and peaches. They have the little stones in them. Nuts and beans, squash and melons, and cruciferous vegetables. Now remember, cruciferous vegetables are the stinky ones like broccoli, cauliflower, kale, Brussels sprouts. We're going to hear a lot more about those. The fourth nutrient is folic acid. If you don't get enough folic acid in your diet, your cell's genetic structure becomes damaged. And if the cells read damaged genetic information and then reproduce, that's called a mutation, and cancer can develop. Your best sources of folic acid are beans and whole grains. Folic acid is found in the outer fibrous surface of the grain, not in the starchy inner part of the grain. So white flour and white rice, they don't count. Number 5 is polyphenols. Polyphenols are plant-based antioxidants that possess anti-cancer and tumor-fighting properties. By far the richest source of polyphenols are in spices like cloves, peppermint, and star anise. Cloves have a whopping 15,000 milligrams per 100 grams of spice. Now, of course, you're not going to eat that much spice, but using the spice in your diet can be an excellent way of getting that extra polyphenols that you need. And cocoa comes in second place with 3,500 milligrams per 100 grams of cocoa powder, which is fantastic news for us dark chocolate lovers. You're probably not going to eat that much cocoa either, but adding dark chocolate and cocoa into your diet has protective effects against cancer. And third are our purple berries, blueberries, blackberries, purple grapes, pomegranate. They're rich in polyphenols, and black chokeberries, they are by far the richest in polyphenols. Polyphenols can be found in non-berry foods as well, like nuts and beans, including soybeans, but black beans have more, vegetables, and black and green tea, not herb tea, and red wine. The sixth nutrient is lignans. Lignans are phytoestrogens that function like antioxidants. A study found that in premenopausal women whose diets contained the most lignans, they were 34% less likely to get breast cancer than women whose diets had the least amount of lignans. The superstar of lignans are flaxseed. They are the richest source by far. Other good sources include other seeds like pumpkin and sunflower, poppy, sesame, whole grains like rye, oats, barley, bran, beans, and fruits, particularly berries, and some vegetables. Now, here are some superfoods that have been studied to prevent and treat cancer. Fatty fish. Fatty fish include salmon, mackerel, anchovies, and they're rich in essential nutrients and B vitamins, potassium, and omega-3 fatty acids, which help to protect your cells. One study found that people whose diets were high in fish had a 53% lower risk of colorectal cancer than those who had very little fish in their diet. Legumes. Legumes are beans, peas, lentils, and they're so high in fiber that they help to protect you against developing colon cancer. Plus, legumes are also rich in other nutrients and have anti-cancer properties. Now, nuts. All nuts exhibit cancer-preventing properties, but scientists have studied walnuts more than any other type of nut. Walnuts contain a substance which the body metabolizes into something called urolithians. They bind to estrogen receptors and may play a role in preventing breast cancer. Cruciferous vegetables, here they are again. These stinky vegetables contain a beneficial compound called sulforaphane, which inhibits cancer cell growth. Plus, cruciferous vegetables are rich in IC3 indoles that help your body metabolize estrogen safely to protect you against breast cancer. And of course, we talked about flax seeds. Ground flax seeds contain soluble fiber. They're rich in alpha-linoleic acid, which is a form of healthy omega-3 fatty acids, and are the richest source of ligands. In 2000, the very first human flaxseed breast cancer study showed that women with breast cancer, when they added 25 grams of flaxseed to their diet for about 38 days, they had a reduced tumor growth. It was similar to the benefits seen with the drug tamoxifen, and a lot safer. Did you know we have conversations about the best foods to eat about your particular hormone issues in our hormone support group? Join us by signing up for your free hormone reboot training. Now that we've explored the best cancer-fighting foods and nutrients, what does the best cancer diet for women look like? Let's take all the facts that we put together and create a diet that's doable. First, you're going to aim for 9 to 10 servings, about a half cup each, of colorful variety of fruits and vegetables every day. Do you eat that much now? If not, it's time to start. Try to include a cup of dark green vegetables and a cup of orange vegetables, and always include a cup of berries daily. Plus 3 to 5 servings of cruciferous vegetables per week have the best cancer preventive effects of all. Second, eat fish 2 to 3 times a week as a rich source of cell-protective omega-3 fatty acids and great protein. Third, eat beans, including soybean products, 3 times a week to take the place of red meat and as a rich source of folic acid, fiber, and assorted beneficial phytonutrients. And fourth, eat nuts, especially walnuts, daily. A serving is about 1/4 cup of nuts. Fifth, unless you're trying to lose body fat to lower your cancer risk, which is really important, then eat 2 to 4 servings of whole grain foods each day. 5 food groups, that's all. This diet is pretty simple to follow. And what you're going to notice about it, it's not white or beige. It's really colorful. You're going for color, and try not to eat the same foods all the time. And try to eat organic foods and as fresh as possible. I'll see you in the next video.